Hi, this is Miss Foley. I'm going to take you through a quick screencast on creating Adobe Spark. For the project that we're currently working on, it would be like a Northview Heights Spirit campaign. Remember, we wanted at least 3 publications with consistent look and feel. I'm not going to make all 3, but I will sort of fast forward through making 2 so that you can see what I mean by consistent look and feel. So initially, when you come to this page, this would just be the once you sign in to Adobe, which I believe everyone's done at this point at least, brings up different templates that you can start at with. I'm going to choose different dimensions than what I'd done for the exemplar, so I'm going to start with this flyer shape. You can pick whatever you'd like in terms of, visuals and color scheme and whatnot, but I do ask that it's consistent and thought out. So for me, one of the reasons I just chose this was I like that golden yellow that's already built in, because I know I'm going to be doing an advertisement, like a flyer and an ad of some sort for the DECA Club, for Northview DECA Club. So starting with this, I would obviously then need to sub out these different images. Now you can also change the coloring of the images. There were some people who had like rose colored. Depending on the template you chose, it may have different colorings, and just know that you can alter that coloring. But you can also just fully replace the image, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace this first image. Oh, and let's just say I don't see really what I want here. You can actually upload your own photo, which would be the ones that we have, for example, in the classroom. You can download them to your H drive and use those if you're going to do ones from Spirit Day and whatnot. In my case, I am going to show you how to save photos or to be able to use photos from the internet. I know that I'm going to do my project on DECA, so I already searched on Google Images for the DECA logo. I just right-click, save image as, and I'm going to save them into this file on my H drive, or sorry, my USB stick. No, I do want to put on my H drive. Sorry, guys. I'm going to put it right into our course folder. So there's the DECA logo. I also know I'm going to want a couple of these Northview Heights logos, so I'm going to do the same for that. Now back into my Adobe project. I now know that I can upload those photos from my H drive. So I upload from H, I pick them from our course folder, and I want, for example, the DECA logo. Which I will place in a moment. I also know that I want an image, probably of some students looking all professional, and probably our school logo as well. And here I'm going to want to have good impactful font or good impactful message, but I don't think that this font is suited for DECA. So I'm going to call it DECA, but the scratchy font isn't great. So over here is where you can also change your fonts for anything that's built into the template. Doesn't matter. You can change it, make it your own. Remember, you can use the templates, but make sure that you make it your own. Meaning, I don't want to look at one that's just the exact same with just words changed. You need to show that you know how to actually edit and use these, use all these tools, because that's part of what you're being marked on. I also want to possibly, for DECA, I might want to change, for example, the color of that font. Let's just see. Maybe try a deep blue. For now, I may keep it white and then work on editing once I figure out what the pictures are going to be. Instead of don't, but maybe instead I say DECA prepares, and then this would say you. No, I don't like the period on the end. So DECA prepares you, because the idea is this club that helps prepare you for life. Now I want the font to be consistent, so again, I want to change the type of the font. And if I can't remember, which I can't, you can always go back. So that's a Harman Sans. So we go back in here. Here we go. Okay. Continuing on. So if I want to, for example, replace this photo, I can, you have a few different options actually. You can delete the photo, which just leaves it vacant. Sorry, undo. Or you can delete the entire section, which just then lengthens this section. What I want to do is replace the photo, but for whatever reason, if I choose replace here, it works fine if you choose something that's a built-in photo, but as soon as I upload another one, I know from trying to do this that it's going to slat it for some reason right here where there is no photo yet. It wants to fill that spot first. So because I know that, I delete it first. I just delete photo, so it leaves a vacant space, and then I add in my photo that I want into this space. So I upload photo. I have this one of business students that I'm happy to use from a previous year of competition, and I plop that into my communication. It's already in grayscale because that's what the setting was. If I wanted to do it in color, I could. I think so far I actually quite like the contrast of the grayscale, so I'm going to keep it there for now. At this point, you can also, by the way, change the parameters, again, whatever you want to do to make it more your own from the template. You don't have to keep the layout the same as it was. So play around with it. Make it your own. Make it a way that however you like. Now for the bottom photo, I actually would rather down here, I'm going to choose, I think, instead to have a bit more information. So I'm going to delete, in this case, I could delete the whole section, which makes this entirely yellow. I'm going to have our DECA logo, and I'm going to make sure I include a Northview Heights logo as well. And then I want to do a little blurb. This piece I'm actually going to move over here, and I'm going to reword it for explaining what I mean by DECA prepares you for real life by competing in real business competitions. So here now I still want to have my Northview. So I want to insert that photo, which is the Northview. I could either include the Phoenix logo or just the overall school logo. Let's look at each of them and decide. Oh, yeah, I see. It made it the bottom picture. So undo that. What I want to do is try again without not actually being on top of it. No, it's still going to put it in as the background photo. So I'm going to try one more time. Still going to put it in the background. So what I'm going to do instead is try to create the logo. Sorry. Actually, I could maybe do it from here. So instead, I could use this one. I believe copy paste doesn't work, but let's try saving this as logo 2, but it's a PNG file. Oopsie, not logo, sorry. Insert the image. Logo 2. Okay. So I'm going to figure out, it keeps plugging it into that panel. So I've decided to just try to work with the program. I am going to change my plan a little bit, which we sometimes have to do. That is not a bad option. So what I'll maybe do is DECA prepares you. I can have my writing in there. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with this DECA logo, but I'm going to just shrink it down right now so it's just small. And this panel is where I will insert, hopefully, or sorry, no, maybe we'll put it. So here's how you can shuffle what's in different spaces. DECA prepares you. What I want is, yes, this. I want one of these smaller panels open so that then I can insert our school logo at least into a controlled size panel, and I can then change the size of that panel. So I'm going to put our Phoenix in here, of course, or it'll go there. Oh, I actually don't want, I see this, I purposely chose a PNG file, but see how you can see the checkers? I actually really don't want that. So let me see if I have a different version of our school logo that does not have that. Let's try this one for the, yes, so that will work. What I will do is just extend this. I'm noticing right now that it's getting cut off. So this is where I want the picture to go into. Let's see if I can do it there. And then I'm going to try to play with dimensions to make sure that we get the full impression. Good. And still cutting off the edge of our Northview Heights logo. So what I'd like to do, see if this, there we go, I've moved the scale down and hopefully now, there we go. Now we don't have a cropped logo. Again, I need to change some colors. I am going to do this editing, but so the video is not too long, I am going to do most of this on my own, and I will just restart the filming when I have a finished product to show you.